everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a requested updated video on my favorite vendors. I based this decision on dependability, on customer service, set throw, um, who are my go-to vendors when I don't want to fuss with um, if the wax is going to throw or not. So these are my favorite vendors. Some of these are the same as the first video, and then now you'll see that there are some changes from earlier this year when I did who are my favorite vendors and why. There are some that are the same, and then there are some that are not featured in this video. And again, this decision was based on wax dependability. Ultimately, when you take the ruffles and the fluff and all that stuff off, do the product perform? Who can I trust to give me a nice medium high to strong scent throw? I can smell it. I don't have to sniff around. Who has pretty decent or optimal customer service alongside having a dependable product? That was another thought of consideration. Accessibility was also a thought, but I didn't make it too much of an issue because I have now learned certain vendors is just highly sought after, which sometimes make ordering challenging, as well as if that is a vendor that offers customization, then you're going to have to wait for them to fulfill the orders in which they receive and to make them unique to each customer's submitted wish, so to speak. So I didn't really want to base it too much on turnaround time, but most of these have a decent turnaround time, if not great. The first person I'm going to show you guys is Front Porch. This is a loaf that was gifted to me by Leslie Ott, and it's cut up in a bakery bag. But this vendor is Front Porch. The owner is Angie. She's actually getting ready to open up a store, and as I stated before, that she's spiritual led. She believes in the Lord. She has excellent customer service. She's approachable. You can reach her by email or through Facebook. She will respond. I think she is a vendor that's been handling growth really, really well. She hasn't faltered. She's pretty stable vendor, a stable vendor. Comes up with fantastic scent blends. She actually has a thread, I think, each week or something to that effect where people are able to submit a request of blends they would like to see produced, as well as favorite blends that have already been released at some point and they like to see it come back. So a customer request thread she opens up each week and people are able to comment there. The group is pretty um, friendly, very little drama. Every now and then something weird happens, and I think they deal with it pretty quickly and get those things resolved pretty fast. So it's a group that you can feel comfortable being a part of, and so I like Front Porch. She is a ready to ship company. The product is pre-made and then put on the website daily, and then it ships. I want to say in about a week time, you should receive a click and ship and the product on the move. So yeah, Front Porch is a company that when I want to smell wax and I don't want to guess if I'm going to be able to smell it or not, this is one of my favorite vendors, and that's why. The next vendor is I Heart Wax. The owner is Audra Lee. She has a Facebook group and a business Facebook page. She has a website, iheartwaxedhearts.com, that you can place your orders through. I've been finding that she opens up on an average of once a month or like once every 6 weeks, something like that. And she does both custom and ready to ship. Like today, she opened up and it was with ready to ship, but she opened up a thread where we could submit some things that we wanted to see her make, and then she would make it and make it a part of the ready to ship. And sometimes she opens up and say, you know what, I'm going to take uh, custom blends. You guys, go find what shape or loaf or whatever you want, and then you submit it. She's got pretty good customer service skills, and she's been making some improvement because turnaround time was once upon a time an issue, but she's really have improved in that area very well. She's not one to always be in the group. She don't do a whole lot of chitter chatting, but you can reach her by messaging, and she'll respond back to you same day. Um, so yeah, and she's a pretty what would you say, like a upfront vendor. I mean, she try to make sure that there's no misunderstandings. Um, and when she writes, she tries to be very detailed in her writing. The next one is Mr. John Beezy's, and I don't know if I had discussed him or not in my first vendors video. If I didn't, that was just a failure on my part because I'm a very big Beezy Tarts fan. Mr. John opens silently and randomly. So, yeah, placing orders with him can be quite hard to do sometimes just due to the silent opening deal. Now, what I've found with Mr. John is that he opens up in the wee hours of the morning, somewhere between 11:30 p.m. to 4 a.m. Um, his carts don't hold, for those who want to know that, but it's the product. Turnaround time is very quick. You normally get a click and ship within 48 to 72 hours. Um, this is also another ready to ship company, so he do not do any kind of customs, and he do not pre-take orders. He only sells what he has, and I respect that. I love that about him. It is a bummer sometimes when you don't get, a particular scent, but I rather be able to know whatever I did check out with that it's coming to me. It doesn't have to be made. And he's one that gives candy gift bag, grab bags. Always, I haven't had a dud that I can think of. And that's just off the top of my head without just like combing my brain for an answer. He is real dependable. I don't know what the type of wax he used, but it does a great job. So John is the owner up there in Washington, and he does phenomenal. Candles from the Keeping Room. The owner is Miss Carol. She's located in Pennsylvania. If I said that, yeah. And this is another vendor. When I want to smell the wax, I need a nice medium high scent throw. This is a vendor that I go to. Now, when I first began ordering wax from online vendors, it wasn't hard to get. I remember when Sniff My Tarts was just open, man. Um, I remember going. You could just go anytime. Lasting Scents as well. I came in at kind of the butt end of certain vendors just being open. Like you can go on right now and place an order. Some, I think these videos and these groups have overpopulated the wax community a little bit, and it's made it hard for some of the vendors to just keep up. This is a vendor that has excellent turnaround time, excellent customer service, and she knows her snit. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to make this product, make it in a relatively quick time. She does excellent blending, pretty creative, phenomenal sampler provider, inexpensive. Her shipping is a bit up there, but again, I think she knows that and compensates and balances it off with those excellent sample bags. Dependable product. And again, I remember my first three orders, I didn't have to fight with anybody. I just went on the website, looked around, clicked that, checked out. Now, she has to, pre-make it. Well, she's that kind of vendor as well. She's a ready to ship vendor. She pre-makes it. She loads the inventory. She tells you what day she's gonna open and about what time. And then somewhere up in there, know that the site is open. So it's a little bit of a silent, but not too much. And I love Miss Carol's company. Derriere is a newer vendor. The owner is Miss Leanne. She's in Idaho, Ohio, one of those places. Very creative. Now, this is an artsy type of vendor. A lot of molds and things to like really pimp out the wax. Very good with her coloring, the dye colors that she used. She does have product on her website. She has a custom order waiting list that I'm on. And she also has a mystery bag list that I'm on. And so she gives you some different options to get her product. And I find that Derriere works really well in a tea light warmer. And sometimes, depending on the scent, in a 24-watt warmer. I like that a little bit goes a long way. Don't need a whole lot of product to get a scent. And again, in a tea light warmer, it's pretty dependable. So I like her creativity. I've mentioned before, she makes me think of Lainey Williams, who was the owner to Boast of Frey. I just love a lot of the creative art talent that Miss Leanne brings to the wax community. And I feel like when Lainey left, that gap needed to be filled. And Miss Leanne does a pretty nice job at that. I think that she doesn't get a lot of the credit that she deserves, because she do make a good product, and turnaround time and stuff is not ridiculous. Even the custom orders, they seem to get their items, in a fair amount of time. And then there's always ready to ship. So for people who are not on the custom order list or their name is way, way down on it, you can still order something in the meantime. Next company is Miss Pam and Miss Jennifer. They're up there for me. If I had to do like 1, 2, and 3, they're 1 and 2, and Mr. John is like 1 and 2. So they're at the top of my favorite vendors list. They now are a silent opening company, and when they sent out a newsletter, just kind of start stocking the site. Within, I would say, maybe an hour to the following day, somewhere up in there, they're gonna open up shop, and you get your order in and you go. I think that Miss Pam wax is phenomenal. It throws really well. I do suggest allowing it to cure 30 days. And I know some people don't like that. And what I tell folks is I'd rather have a product cure, mature, if you will, and throw very well without complications of me rushing the process. Just letting it do a good job. If you have other wax, melt that while you're waiting. And that's what I do. And I know for newbies, get some ready to ship vendors with lesser curing time, if you will. the ones that are 5 to 7 days and stuff like that. And then that way you can melt them. Go get you some clams from Walmart and melt some of that while you wait. So that those are suggestions to help you when you have someone like this that do better if you let them cure 30 days. Creative, she makes scent shots spunky and have personality. Another ready to ship vendor for the most part. Now, it's interesting in the wording because sometimes you get, well, you place the order and then Miss Pam pours it. Packaging and presentation is beautiful. It feels like you're getting a present, a gift. Um, Excellent communicators. You can talk to them. They're not standoffish. Jennifer, this majority of the actual communicating, but I feel that she is a very good middleman. Your information do get relayed to Miss Pam. Miss Pam is abreast of whatever it is that you're talking about. She's not in the dark. And sometimes you get what Miss Pam said, from Miss Jan. So I really like this company. 99% of the time I put something in, it throws. There has been a couple, like tie dye, that just didn't do what I was hoping or thought it was going to do. So I've had a couple of light throwers, but if out of 100, 98, 99% of the time, it's a dependable wax. Next person is 30 Street Crafts tea light warmer, and I would say like a 20 watt, 24 watt. Just does so well. This is another one that I let cure a long time. She's a newer vendor, ready to ship. She opens up once a month in the middle of the month. She lets you know a few days prior to opening what scents are gonna be available and in what shape. She offers these chunks here, cupcake and chemo, something like that. And all of them are 225, something like that a piece. She get a click and ship same day, if not next day. Ship really fast. And I also love that with her overpours from that restock, she normally makes a 6 to 8 box mystery box flash sale. So like me, lately I've only been able to get small orders, but the flash sales have been really helping me build my collection and get more of the wax, because sometimes placing the second order I'm not able to do so. And my wax budget has just really been trimmed, so I can't spend a certain amount, and her shipping, which she will refund over $1, throws off my count. But this is a good vendor. I like her group. This is another one that's detailed and thorough with the wording and stuff to try to eliminate any type of misunderstanding or, Super Tarts. Brandy. Brandy's a one of a kind chick. She just is another one that's got this mastermindful um, thought process with how she does the wax. She's been doing them lately by theme, a little different than the Marvel comic. She's been doing other kind of themes. I love her themes for her samplers, even though I have yet to buy one. But this is another one that, I let it cure 2 weeks or so, and I can go to it, cut a piece off, and I can smell the scent, and it lasts about 6 hours. She is more like a pay in advance kind of vendor. She opens up, you select the items that you want, check out, she prints that out, and then she has a general damage um, of that product to make, and then she fills the orders and ships them all together, no matter what order you came in. Okay, like if you are order number one and I'm order number 55, don't matter. It's going to ship around the same days at the end of the month, the following month. So anyone who orders like at the end of this month, they'll get it the next month. And hers kind of confused me, but it's all really what you're doing. You're paying in advance, and you're ordering a month in advance. So Super Tarts is another one of my favorites. Julie at Sassy Girl Aroma is another dependable company. She does a little bit of everything. She has stuff in between. She has constant ready to ship. She has what she was doing customs, but someone, her father-in-law, I believe, is taken ill, so she's not doing that right now. She has mystery boxes in a level 1, 2, and 3. I mean, just, and I like her blending. And this is another one that you pop it in, you can know in about 3 minutes or less, your house is going to be smelling pretty good. So I like this vendor. I like this vendor a lot. And she communicates a great deal in the group. This is not a vendor, but you want to know what my favorite wax is? I like Sensational and Better Homes and Gardens. Why? Because they don't fail most of the time. It's accessible. It's in the store. You don't have to pay shipping. You don't have to wait on anything. You don't have to fight anybody for squat. You just go to your local Walmart and it's there. I also like that you can sniff it. A lot of this stuff we buy based on how it's worded and we assume we're going to like it. Being able to sniff it right there in the store, we get a general idea on cold sniff if we're going to like that or not. If we buy it, I found that majority of my Better Homes and Gardens throws similar to how it smells cold. So I like it. It cleans out of the warmer pretty well. Um, I I have no beef. $2 for the clamshells, and then they're starting to do like these where they're dual scented. Let me flip it over. So one side I have this and that one. And you can take the both of them and put them together, or you can melt one. You can do what you want. Let me show you this one. Isn't this cool? Fresh cardamom and tobacco and cedar, and I actually like this. I'm just so proud of me and where I'm at with the scents and just how I'm growing. And let me show you this one. This is their fall line. So yeah. I actually have Rose Girls. Believe it or not, I just don't normally do a video, but I have I may do one soon. And even though, I'm not in the group or anything like that, I still get the product from time to time. And I found that a lot of the fruity blends they throw around that 4.5 to 5.5 hour mark. And I'm just learning with 24-watt warmers, scents just go out quicker anyways. Some vendors do get to last 6, 8 hours, in a 24-watt warmer. But this is another one that, depending on the blend, if you put it in the warmer, it's dependable. You're gonna smell it. Now, I do find that the bakeries, they don't do as well as the fruities for me, meaning the set level. So maybe a bakery could be a level 5, 6, but the fruity blends is more in that 8, 7, 8, 9, 10 level. So that's what I mean when I say that. So yeah, it is what it is. I still melt Rose Girls, and I'm sure you guys know that because you see it in What the Heck Have I Been Melting, and yeah. This is by the way, I'm not informing you, but this is a custom company. She does have her own signature blends, and then she allows you to order pies, loaves, different things like that. based on the scents. And then you can also custom and put your own scents together. And that does require a lot of work and detail. And so the turnaround time is just a little bit longer. But she's been moving things along. She's been offering flash sales. At one point earlier this year, I was able to get 2 boxes of her sampler. Um, and for those who bought 2 boxes, they actually got a little bit more wax. So she's trying, and she's just one person, man. So Rose Girls. Another vendor, and this will be the end of my video, is Kirby. Now, to each its own. Some people say they don't get a scent throw, or it's light and a la. I don't F with my vintage scent, chic scents, for 30 to 60 days. I've said it in threads, I say it in the videos. When it comes, I show you guys what I ordered, and then I move on. I put it away and I leave it the F alone, and I go melt other stuff. I know that don't work for everybody. I'm just sharing how I get through it. And I find, I would say honestly, 90%, 87, 90% of what I melt, it throws. I have had a couple of them that did not do well, but it is lesser of those than it is greater, if you get what I'm saying. So I have more that throws and do a good job than not. I get it. 60 days, 45, 30, that's just shit long for some folks. And I can only, like recently, I melted a watermelon pomegranate, something. It came from that sampler a few months back. And it damn thing didn't do that well. And it's like you done sat for 2 months and you want to be a lightweight. Get the out of here, So it's some that you don't get a good, but then I turned right around and melted Candyland and was just like, yeah, baby. Father the bride, bring it. So again, there are more that throws than not throw. Those are my favorite vendors right now. Um, it may change, but this is who um I go to when I want to smell something. I don't feel like uh being disappointed. Don't want to wrestle with the wax. I go to one of these guys. Thank you for watching, bearing with me for 28 minutes as I talk to you about the things that I like. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.